to my first layout for the Collection Obsession Challenge, and I'm using the Full Bloom collection from Uniquely Creative, and I've done an intro video where I went through what I have for this collection. So it's got all the papers, the embellishments and everything that I have. I'll link that below in case you haven't seen that video. But what I've done is I've cut out the piece of paper they put in with the collection, which has the name of the collection and the snapshot of all the different papers. On the reverse side of that is lots of embellishments that you can cut out. I've gone ahead and cut them out, and I've also cut out, and I should have got it first, sorry about that, hang on a minute, let me just find it. There's a sheet of cut aparts. Well, there's two sheets of cut aparts. I've only cut one apart. Oh my gosh, and I should have found these before I started, so sorry, hang on a minute. I think one's on the back of that. Okay, one. Okay, so this one, I've cut apart this one, and with these pieces here, there, and I think these edge pieces here, they look like they are torn paper. So when I cut them out, they didn't quite look right just with a straight cut. So I've got my scissors, and I don't know if you can see it. I'll put it on there, maybe you can see it. I've distressed the edges with my scissors because a clean cut on what is meant to be a paper tear just looked wrong. So I've gone ahead and done that because I'm not sure what I'm using for this page yet. I'm going to go with the flow as I do it. So I've cut out all those. I've also cut out all the ones on the back of the information page. There are also these cut aparts which I haven't cut out because I don't always use them, and I'm not using them, I don't think, for this layout. So I'm going to leave them intact for now, and then I might cut into these and use them for one of the other 3 layouts for this collection. But I can also use the back of this. So in case I wanted to use this paper on a double page spread, I've purposely not cut these out as yet because I tend to use these less than I do these type of embellishments. So all right, now the other page, so so that's all them. I'm just gonna shove them all off to the side. Right, now this page I did talk about in my intro video to the collection I'm using, how you can cut these up and use them for embellishments as well. And if you had something like a scan and cut, you could also do that. One thing I found when I've done something similar using the scan and cut, where the images are quite pale, some of them, it's really hard for the scan and cut to determine the edge. So, and some in the past I've cut them out using the scan and cut, and it's sort of like it hasn't identified like the edge of this leaf. It's sort of gone down here and around here and out, and I've missed that whole leaf. So the way you get around that is that you use a fine liner or a dark pencil, and you trace around the edge of the flowers or the object that is like similar to the background. There's not enough contrast between the image and the background, so the scan and cut can't really pick it up properly. I have enough embellishments, I think, with my packets and the ones I've cut out to use on this first layout, so I don't feel the need to cut these out. So I'm not going to cut these out for now. I'm going to leave it. Right, so the paper I have decided to use for the first layout. I had it on top and I've probably just lost it now. Hang on a minute, where is it? I did have it on top, but I probably just covered it up. So let me find it. Wasn't that one. Sorry if you can hear, oh there it is in the bottom. Sorry if you can hear my puppy in the background. You can probably hear me talking, going, what's Mum doing? Alright, so I'm going to start doing this layout. Now, I don't know whether I'm going to talk all the way through or whether I'm going to just speed it up and put music over the top. We'll see how we go. Sometimes I get sick of talking. And I'm sure sometimes people get sick of listening. And that's my chair creaking, if you hear that. Alright, so this is a photo I'm going to use of my gorgeous daughter. She's nearly 18 now, so this is quite an old photo. But it's one that I've seen as I flick through all the photos online in my hard drive. And oh, I really need to scrap that photo because it's just so beautiful. Like, she's so innocent and so gorgeous. Hot and sweaty she was. We're at some park thing, animal park thing, and it was a really hot day. She was hot and sweaty, so, but she's gorgeous. So I wanted to use this paper to my advantage, and that's the sort of style that I wanted. I'm going to use one of the border strips from, no, I think I want it that way, from that sheet of embellishments. And you can see I have distressed the edge with the scissors because it's meant to be like a torn paper effect. So I thought, well, having it a straight cut, even though I followed the contour of the tear, it just looked wrong. It's like when you tear paper, you get texture, and you don't get texture if I just cut it. That's a good English. If I just cut it on that line, so I distressed it. All right, now I've picked out this washi because it's the same color, and I'm just going to put that across the top. Now, what you'll find with me with my scrapping is I glue as I go. There's no good me coming back, like putting it together, then pulling it apart, and then gluing it down. It's like inevitably things don't go back in the same spot. Oh, just trying to get my glue. So I thought, well, if they're not going to go back in the same spot, I may as well just glue them straight up. So that is what I'm going to do. And there's no mistakes in scrapping. So if I don't like it, then it's like, well, doesn't matter. It's done. Doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just recording the memories, as Janet from RTS says. Recording the story. So it's better recorded than not recorded. And I'm just going to pop this washi across the top of that strip. Okay. Right, now I'm going to use tape on the photo only because I think I want to tuck things behind it. And it will give me the opportunity to lift it up. Hopefully. Some of my double-sided tape is getting a bit old, so it doesn't have that great sticking power anymore. But whenever I start a new roll, I don't know whether it's going to be just a little bit sticky or a lot sticky. But I put the tape in enough from the edge so I can still tuck things under it. Alright, so my photo is going to sit along that washi tape there. Okay. And I know I picked out my heading already. Something simple. I was going to do something quite detailed and then went, no, I think maybe in the journaling I can put in the detail of the story that I wanted. But I think that is enough. I'm going to use one of these really long sayings. One day you will look back and see that all along you were blooming. Teenage girls these days have not much self-esteem, so this is quite relevant at the moment, even though she's not a teenager in this story, in this photo, but the story is going to be about how, you know, you look back and see that you're okay, if that makes any sense. Probably not, but anyway. Tag. And I have pre-sorted some of this stuff, so I sort of picked out an idea of what I wanted. So if it looks like I'm picking things too easily, then some of them I know I did want and I already put to the side. So this is from the back of the information sheet that they put on the collection, with the collections. So that's one of the embellishments from there that I've cut out. And I put the ticket here because we were at a animal park. It wasn't Featherdale, it was it's when we used to live in Sydney, and it's that one up on the Central Coast with the big dinosaur. What's it called? Someone will know. I can't remember. No, it's not a dinosaur, it's a big lizard thing. Goanna thing or something on top of the gate you walk in. Yeah, someone will know it. Just not me. Right, so I know I wanted to use a banner, so I had that aside as well. Now I want to put that as a feature up there. And you'll see I use glue a lot. I used to always use double-sided tape for everything. But then I had one too many times I got things crooked and I couldn't lift them again. And I was really unhappy with that. So I went, no, I'm going to switch to the glue. Because it gives you a little bit of wiggle room. And I don't use an excessive amount of glue. I'm going to butt that up. So I'm putting the elements down that I know where I want them. So they go straight down. Okay, so our title is in place and our main elements that I wanted are in place. So now it's just dressing up. So I wanted to put, I don't know whether I want to put that there or under there. Maybe under there. I think maybe there. I had it down here initially when I was playing around. I thought, yes, I want to use that, but let's just pop that in there. I like that up there. There we go. Wanted some flowers over here, so I'm going to pull open the embellishment pack, dump it at the side. Now I don't know how much you're going to be able to see of this. But I do want some flowers over here. I want to cover up that word spring. Little one under there, I think. What have I got that I cut out? It's a little one. That's too little, I think. That's a good one. Pop you up there. There you go. Then I can put the bow there. Alright, now I need something else small there. So let's pop in that one. Okay, I'm happy with that side. Now that's stuck down, so I want to add some flowers up there. Now because these flowers are not down here, I can introduce some different ones. I've got some of these ones that I cut out from the sheet. I'm not sure I like that one actually. Just want to do a small cluster at the end of each banner. I need a cream one for there, smallish cream one. I may have to cut the leaves off that if that's all there is. Oh, this little cream one, perfect. And now there, I want a pink one. I'll do that will work. So you'll see I don't take a lot of time in, you know, working out what I want where. If I put it down the first time and it works, it's like, yep, that is where it's going to be. Like I said, doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be done. I mean, you could spend days on layouts if you let yourself. And in the end, someone's going to look at it for a few minutes and not really focus on if you have things where they, you know, look the best or whatever. If it's anything like my family, they tend to look just at the photo anyway and the journaling. They don't look at anything else. I think I could just put a photo and journaling and one embellishment and they'd be happy. They don't bother looking at, oh, do you have, you know, this colour there and elsewhere, and does that cluster there look too big compared to the other one? I don't look at any of that. Okay, now I want some finishing touches, and I don't know if I need to put anything else on there. I don't want to put too much on there because the paper is quite busy all the way around. So I think I just want some finishing touches. So let me see what I've got. I want like a pearls or something. Let's see. They're probably too big. Do I want pink? Maybe. They're a bit big. I want something smaller. Iridescent pearls. Oh, hang on, there's small ones on there. No. Let me have a look at these pink ones, because they may just work. Oh yes, they work. They're really pretty. Get off me. Oh my goodness. Help, now it's under my thumbnail. Oh my goodness. Get it. Pearl, stop being difficult. I wonder if I need a cluster under there. I might actually put a cluster of flowers under there. I've got a bit of disjointedness between that heading and other stuff. I can tuck that. Oh, look at that. That is pretty. And maybe a smaller white one. I just needed something over in this corner. Yep, and then a small one. Let's go with this because it's on top of the pink there. It's going to get lost. Okay, done. I just want it touching that heading so that it's one continual embellishment from the heading down here. Get up there. Okay, so now back to putting on our pearls. So it gives me the opportunity now. All these pearls don't want to behave. Put some pearls over here, because they would have been a little bit lost just on that corner without anything else there. And then some up here for my banner, and I've lost that one, and we will be done. And there you go. Done. I'm really happy with that page. And that photo looks crooked to me, but you know, I got a crooked eye, so let me see. My T-square out and we'll line it up with the edge of the paper. I really can't get an edge now. So the flower sticking out over here I need to trim off. Alright, let me trim that flower. I didn't realise I was sticking that over the edge of the paper. Just a tiny little bit. And now I should be able to tell it is straight. Oh, there we go. Just looks crooked to me. Optical illusion. There we go. There's my first layout using the Full Bloom collection from Uniquely Creative for the collection obsession challenge in the crafty low or no spend group. I think that's the name. I'll link the group below anyway. Of course I always get names wrong, but never mind. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you like scrapping videos, then make sure that you subscribe to my channel. You hit the thumbs up if you like this video, and you hit the notify bell so you know when I put my next video up. Thank you so much for watching. I'll link below the group so that you can jump over and join. And it's a great group. It's a very active group. Lots of fun. So yeah, thanks for joining. Have a great day. I'll catch you later.